Hey, I found out about this new word. It's called nuance. And I think some, but not all of you, could benefit from learning about it. But in some contexts, it's not as applicable. It just depends. Internet and nuance? That's never been a problem before.
Doctor, he wants to talk about his OCs, but he has nothing concrete to say about them, and yes, it's fatal.
Well, put him down. I once tried to take a screenshot of a Dynamax Wooper exploding and ended up with a declaration of what we truly are. Why is AO3 blocked on the hospital Wi-Fi? It's not even the public hospital Wi-Fi. I'm on the staff Wi-Fi. Which one of you anesthesiologists was reading Omegaverse on the clock? Reads like a 50K post. Thankfully, I am saved by the power of having only a total of 7 followers on this blog. The power of having a total of 7 followers on this blog has failed me.
You know, when a girl says she's experimented with girls, that does not necessarily mean she's bi. She may just be an evil scientist.
I can't see the picture on mobile, but there is a 90% chance that this is Princess Bubblegum. Just spent half an hour waiting for a pizza I hadn't even ordered yet. Never let your enemy know your next move.
Ayo, call him bubonic the way he plagues me.
Blorbonic plague. Ayo, she doesn't on my nothing till I don't. Hashtag my nothing.
Bro, new celibate slang just dropped.
Picks up an earthworm and places it next to another earthworm. Girls' night. There is a chasm difference between a one wizard story and a 2 or more wizard story. Yeah, The Hobbit is the one wizard story, and The Lord of the Rings is definitely a multiple wizard story. And I feel like that's a good example of the monumental difference between the two. Exactly.
You see how much shit happens in Lord of the Rings because there's like more than one wizard?
That's why you gotta limit yourself to one wizard at a time, folks.
Did you know that the creator you like also posts 18 plus content? Did you know that? Don't you think it's weird? Don't you think we should keep the space?
No, I don't. I booked a front row seat to the Devil's Sacrament and you're blocking the view. Just go back to the 1660 New England hole you just crawled out of and eat barley for a week to atone for your sins or whatever. I booked a front row seat to the Devil's Sacrament and you're blocking the view is one banger of a thematic statement. Shirt material. In my honest opinion, if you got that shit wrapped up in a pseudonym and you're not shoving it in front of your normal crowd, then you were all Gucci, whatever. She yearns for the tub water. Disgusting. Scroll back up. Painting. It's a fucking painting. Did you know that it could be a federal offense to be in possession of a lobster? Notice how this is not tagged as a shitpost? Lobster went from being fed to only prison mates to being a high luxury food to now even in some states you can't even just have it. Do you want me to come out of my cage and doing just fine? In this economy? Adding, which is crazy because I thought he was dead, to the end of every sentence, even in the ones where no he is mentioned. I think that would concern people. There's a point beyond which focusing too much on the rarity of a certain video game achievements becomes sort of an unintentional self-own on the part of the developer. Like, yes, sometimes only 0.5% of the players have this achievement feels like an accomplishment, but more often it's like, yeah, I fucking bet. I told my husband he looked handsome and he got offended, and looked to the Swamp Monster book I had on display saying, I know what type of men you find handsome. New variant on, your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. She's a beautiful bee girl who runs the candle shop, and she's bees to meet you. You ask her for advice, and she says, well, in my bumble opinion, is this anything? I had a wife, but they took her in the divorce. Is a Groucho Marx level joke. Pure vaudeville. It's semantically perfect, blisteringly fast, and completely efficient. Just an unbelievable stroke of genius, which was apparently a complete accident. You could tell this joke on stage at any period in history between the 1500s and now and get a genuine guffaw. Muttering, supposed to have 20K notes to me. After my defense attorney's opening statement for my triple vehicular homicide trial. I lost. Should have taken the insanity plea. Reminiscing on when I went K-diving a couple years back and another dude who was in there was playing Minecraft music out of his backpack, so I just heard C418 slowly approaching me from within an actual cave. Shout out to that guy. I briefly experienced what it's like to be Steve for real for about 4 minutes. Sounds like you could have benefited from some flint and steel. One of the most annoying feelings in ADHD is the can't get started with anything feeling. Like your ADHD is screaming you have to do something. You can't just rest. Resting isn't a thing. Even if you are resting, it's by doing something. But nothing works. You try to watch something, it's not right, you can't. Read, you can't read right now. Play, none of your games seem fun. Make something, you're not feeling any of those projects right now. Social media, it's boring or worse right now. So find something else. It's like you're not moving, but it's because you're too tense to do anything. Just vibrating in place. Oh my god, it's in fucking words. Behold, the world's thinnest pizza. Looks horrible. I usually have a golden rule. Even bad pizza could be good pizza. I think this actually would break that statement. This looks like shit. You know, this is cheaper than journaling when you think about it. We pay in other ways. For example,
I don't know why young people nodding is seen as a loser and antisocial thing, to be honest. When I do it in public, people seem happy to see it, and sometimes they even stop to talk to me about how it's genuinely sweet. Okay, now before I press post, I want it to be known I noticed the typo just in the nick of time, but decided to leave it anyway for the same reason some people keep the bullet that killed them as a memento of what could have been for the rest of their lives.
knitting?